we are learning, we are getting new revelations into marriage. The issue of, leaving, cleaving, and becoming one flesh. Today, we are going to continue with becoming one flesh. Gracefully, we thank God that Auntie Mercy is here again to continue with what she started in our previous episode. So today she's going to continue looking at what it means when we say we are becoming one flesh. Welcome once again, Sister Mercy.
I'm grateful, Uncle Ato, and grateful to you all viewers. In fact, it's your patronage that is making the channel what it ought to be, and we don't take that lightly at all. Thank you. Yes, so we started with the One Flesh episode, and the last series we mentioned that yes, there are three in one person, the holistic human being. And so as you address the flesh, know that there are other inherent, embedded things you are addressing. And that is very important. So today I want to start with giving us some scenarios to consider, so that when we are working at one flesh, we will know what exactly we are doing and give it the consideration it deserves. So let's take scenario one, where the couple are one in flesh. So they emphasize just the oneness in body. Okay. And most of the time, that's what actually you see around. We emphasize the bonding in the body. What that means is that we emphasize romance in the marriage. Okay. And as we do that, we all know that we once we over elate romance, the chances are that we may be looking down on sharing of ideas, sharing of knowledge, touching each other on our personalities and things like that. Now we all know that with advancement in years, romantic love cools off. This is a fact. Okay, so usually you can tell a fresh marriage from a marriage that has been in existence for a while, because romantic love cools down. Usually because of some of the things that even happen around us, so romantic love cools down. If we are bonded just in the flesh body and romantic love cools down, what happens? It means that over the time, we realize that that couple will have very little to do with each other. I don't know whether what I'm saying makes some sense here.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Right. So once romantic love is going down and we have not developed the others, it means that over time, we will have very little to do with each other. And I have no doubt that this may be the reason why we are having a lot of divorces in our time today. Yeah, because we don't have much to do with each other. And so if you're a young man who is aspiring to marry, that's why you do not have to allow the issue of romance to lead you. These days, we have a lot of this. I mean, it is... I even hear that if you are going to marry and you've never had sex, it's like when you...
Yeah, and I was even surprised when I read somewhere that some big institutions somewhere are saying that these days, even if you don't have sex or you don't have a partner to be having sex with, means it's a disability. Yeah. I don't know. These things are strange, I don't know.
Have experience.
I don't know.
So those times when we were holding dear to virginity, hold on to your virginity until you marry. No, this time. But you see, it calls for alarm. There is danger in there, because once you begin with romance, it blinds you over all the many other things you need to be interested in and to follow.
Yeah, the romance. Are we looking at the romance that leads to sex, or the normal The normal one, can you clarify for me?
I'm actually referring to sexual relations.
Okay, that's fine. That's
yes. So once that leads us, you see, you are blinded about all the many other things you need to actually be interested in a would-be spouse if it is supposed to last for a lifetime.
Okay.
So, you see it, if we are bonded in just the body and it's just about sex, it goes off and we don't have much to do with each other.
Yeah.
Now, the second scenario I would like us to look at, that it's possible to also have a couple who are one in spirit and then one in body.
Yeah.
But the soul, oneness in the soul is missing.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Yes, so these are people who don't have little to do with sharing of ideas, sharing of knowledge, sharing of feeling, how I feel. I'm able to share with my partner. If I have any emotions, my partner is aware of it and can even encourage or otherwise, and things like that. So we have very little on that. We don't share much. Okay, but yes, we are one in spirit in that we can pray together, we can study the word of God together, we can go to church together, and then we are one in body. We have romantic love, we have sex and all of that. But when it comes to intellectual discussions and debates, we are not there.
See,
we have little to do with each other when it comes to soul oneness.
Yeah, but sometimes in the issue of African politics, that one, usually people don't see eye to eye. I belong to this party, I belong to that party too. Sometimes the people may be cleaving in all the areas, but when it comes to the issue of politics, they don't agree at all.
Yeah, we are not saying we have to agree on all the issues. Okay. No, we are individuals. We are two separate individuals with different backgrounds. Okay. So it doesn't mean that these issues we are talking about, we have to agree on everything.
Yeah.
We may not agree. Yeah, and I have seen a number of people with two different, who belong to two different parties, but they are okay.
Yeah.
They agree that, yes, this is what you want to affiliate.
Yeah.
So even that one is an agreement.
All right.
We are agreeing that you want to affiliate to this.
But when it comes to issues of life, even the school our child is going, the man says this, the woman says this, and they don't seem to agree on anything.
That one we must find common ground.
Okay.
Definitely. We must. So that's why the discussion is coming.
All right.
So discussion, we must discuss until we arrive at a conclusion.
All right.
So the conclusion is we should own it together.
Okay.
Whichever way it goes, we must own it. That's why and I like calling it building consensus.
Okay.
So in life, it's not just in marriage.